Okay. Hi. Hey. We're still live on something very profound, to me anyway, what I'm rereading and relearning from an excellent book by Andreas Moritz. Andreas Moritz, who's a legend in the health community, possibly killed off, who knows, I don't want to speculate, but his book, Timeless Secrets of Health and Rejuvenation, is awesome. It's truly an awesome book, and I highly recommend people read it, and there's a wealth of wisdom in it. It's not a cheap book, it's about 500 pages long, but there's a lot of wisdom in that book. I'm on my third time rereading it. I knew the first time I read it, all the way through this book, Andrew Moritz, Timeless Secrets of Health and Rejuvenation. I got info and so much that I'd have to reread and reread and reread. But I want to talk today about what I put under the title, which is something I actually never forgot the first time I read this book. It's always been on my mind, as in it's part of me now, my integral knowledge. What I learned in this about why people basically appear healthy, and then all of a sudden die, get a heart attack or a stroke. What's going on? What's going on? So I'm going to read out. I'm going to read out a bit from Andreas Moritz that I never forgot. I'm going to read it out to you guys. If you want to listen, that's cool, and we can learn together. So hopefully my reading skills are going to be up to par. But bear with me, and let's read this bit. Okay, so it goes. Although you may think you've found the best medicine for your particular health condition, like a drug, for example, from Big Pharma, you will not truly be healed unless you stop creating or maintaining its causes. The law of cause and effect applies to everything in life, right? You may succeed in stopping the symptoms of an illness, like a drug, for example, a pharmaceutical drug. You stop the symptom, but this will only, listen to this bit, but taking drugs will only force the body to push the toxic substances into deeper structures, including the tissues of the organs, joints, and bones. Did you hear what I just said there? So what you're doing, in effect, with fake medicine, allopathy, whether that be chemotherapy, radiation surgery, all the bullshit statins, hypertensives, all the pharmaceutical drugs of which we know loads of people are on them, they seem to love them, seem to trust doctors so much. You can stop the symptoms of an illness with those drugs, but look at it forces the body to push these toxin substances into deeper layers of the human body, including the tissues, organs, and bones. Completely resonates with me. I'll carry on. Since suppressing toxins makes them disappear from the network of general circulation, the body's ability to tolerate them seems to improve temporarily. So, with a drug, you take away the symptoms of that illness you've got with the drug. It takes away the toxins from the circulation, the blood circulation, and that makes you feel better, doesn't it? Very true. This, but what happens is it pushes those toxins into deeper layers of the human body, because the human body is fucking amazing. It has many layers. Before a disease comes along, there's many deep layers of toxicity, right? So, I'll repeat again. Since suppressing toxins makes them disappear from the network of general circulation, the body's ability to tolerate them seems to improve temporarily. This, of course, gives you the leeway to hold on to even more toxins without developing any obvious signs of ill health. So, you take the pharma drug, it removes the symptoms of your illness that you've got. You think you're doing fine, when actually, in fact, it takes away the toxins from the blood system and puts them into deeper layers of the body. Now, this allows more toxins to come into the body, because now there's none in the blood circulation. The toxins are in deeper layers of the body. They're in deeper layers. So now it says here, it gives the body leeway to hold on to even more toxins without any obvious signs of ill health. Very true. Now, get this. If the first line of the body's defense systems was still intact, the body would ready for the build-up of toxins by manifesting a cold, a fever, or an infection. Indeed. The first line defense. What does a kid get? They want to get measles. They want to get chickenpox. They want to get a fever as a kid. That means they're fucking healthy. Their immune system's working. That's why it says there. The first line, if it was intact, you would get the fever. You would get the cold. you would get the infection. You would actually, it's even because that's it, you would actually feel quite ill. Absolutely. Now, if none of these occur, however, you may believe that you are doing quite well, health-wise, and you are able to get on with your life in the usual manner. Yeah, you would. Right. Then suddenly, without much warning, an even larger wave of toxicity is unleashed. A typical example of such a crisis is the sudden heart attack or the sudden stroke. Many victims of such attack claim they've always been perfectly healthy. Boom. Andrew Moritz, you're a fucking legend. I've never seen it written down in such a beautiful and simplistic way that totally resonates with my heart and why people get Alzheimer's out of nowhere. Oh, she was perfectly healthy and then she got dementia at 60. But she was exercising every day and she had no problems up to 60. Oh, he was fine, healthy and always exercising, and he got a heart attack at the marathon and died. Or he got a heart attack from nowhere. Everyone, all these diseases are coming from nowhere. No, they're not. They're not coming from nowhere. They're coming because as the book says, your first line defenses have been overrun. You're no longer getting the cold. You stopped getting colds. You stopped getting fevers. You stopped getting infections. You stopped getting symptoms of disease as the layers of toxicity went deeper and deeper, and your body couldn't handle it, and layer upon layer, because your body is designed to protect you. So what it would do to protect you was it take the toxins with pharma drugs or whatever out of the circulation, the blood circulation, and put into deeper layers, as it says in the books. Your body has got many layers before a disease manifests. Your body gives you many chances to get better before it gets worse, and it will take a lot of toxic. It takes a lot of toxicity to get a disease. Trust me, it takes a lot of toxicity, whether it be physical, emotional, mental. It takes a lot to get a disease. So, by the point you've manifested that heart attack from nowhere, that's not true. From nowhere, any disease, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, name 1,000 chronic diseases. They come from nowhere. They come from a deliberate place. They come from your systematic, almost daily abuse of your body, toxicity, doing all the wrong things, diet, light, exercise, any no health protocols, even negativity, all these kind of things. It doesn't come up. It's a build-up, and the toxins hide the mucus. Oh my god, the mucus. Don't get me started on mucus. Toxins, mucus, heavy metals, they're all the fucking same thing. They're not all the same thing, but they're all bad. And they're all getting pushed into deeper layers of the body. And you think, oh, I feel fine. Yeah, because your body's so amazing, it's hiding the toxins in layers that don't affect you on a physical level as much. And then all of a sudden, boom, you get the heart attack and you get like this. But I was always perfectly healthy. He got a heart attack and died. You never would have guessed. He seemed really healthy and smiley and happy. Nope. It's because he fucking wasn't. You know, we've got to start celebrating these colds and fevers and infections, because like a kid does. A kid gets them, it means they're healthy. If we don't get them as adults, I don't get them because I'm a bit extreme. I'm sure you guys don't get it too much. I'm different. I mean the masses of adults and elderly people out there. They should be celebrating the cold and the fevers, infections, because at least their immune system's working, and at least they're at the first line defense of toxicity. They haven't gone too deep. The toxins aren't hiding too deep. When you get a cold, a fever, and all that shit, the toxins aren't hiding too deep. You have to worry when you don't get that shit. Yeah, you have to seriously worry. And I highly recommend you guys get this book. It's not cheap. It's 20 quid in the UK. I know, $25, $30 in Amazon. I'm going to post up on my Facebook a lot of Andrew Moritz quotes. Write them down in the next couple of weeks, because this is a holy Bible, and I fucking love it. And I never forgot this from the first one. That's part of me now. Now I understand that just because somebody tells you, this is key information for you to understand. Just because someone tells you, some stranger, friend, family, you say, like, oh, I feel perfectly healthy. You know, I don't get any problems. I don't get any colds. I don't get. When was the last time I had a cold? 10 years ago. Blah blah. That doesn't mean they're healthy, mate. It doesn't mean they're healthy at all. Because they could just get a heart attack, a stroke, or a fucking disease at any point, and they'll be wondering why, and their friends and family wondering why the fuck it came. It came because you didn't take care of your health, you didn't have your human body, and the toxins were fucking hiding within the body. And eventually, how disease works, the body gets to a tipping point where it can no longer, there's no more hiding places for the toxins within your body, because you just overloaded the system. You've literally overloaded the system with too many toxins, and that's where the chronic diseases start. There's a point. The body can take so much abuse. You have to understand this. The human body is creation. It was created. The Creator wants you to thrive. It always wants to turn to homeostasis, but there's a limit. It can take so much abuse, and at the point where you've just abused your body over the years far too much and done nothing for your health that's powerful, or little things for your health, not going to cut it, mate. You know, urine therapy is powerful. There's loads of powerful shit. Fasting, grounding, fruits, fucking sunlight, nudism, fucking semen retentions, a billion things, powerful things you can do for your health. Because they haven't, it gets to a point of just like toxic overload, and once it hits that point, that's it. It's a slow and steady. The symptoms of chronic disease appearing, you get the chronic disease, and then it's all downhill from there. And it's all downhill for a reason. Once people get chronic diseases, they'll start with the doctor route and pharmaceutical drugs, which are only, as the book says, and it's obvious you guys already know this, is the symptoms and pushes toxicity worse. So as soon as they start the program of pharma drugs and not doing anything for their health and tackling the original root causes of the fucking reason why they got diseases, it's game over. The chronic disease will stay with them forever. Almost likely, almost certainly, the chronic disease does not disappear from the mainstream because they have too much trust in doctors. And the doctors and themselves don't understand the root cause. I don't care, really, about the root cause of their disease. They don't care about the root cause of their disease because the doctor doesn't tell them that's important. The doctor tells them what's important for the root cause of their disease is a fucking drug. And that will just get rid of the symptoms. Now, the problem's gone. That's what a doctor tells them. So they think, oh, I just need to take a pill because the doctor tells me to take this pill, I won't have this symptom, and now the disease is gone, and then I can manage the disease. How about you tackle the fucking root cause, brother? The root fucking cause of the disease, yo. That's crazy. Anyway, pretty much here. I'll check the comments. Yeah, Cleo, they're very dangerous. Sudden heart attack. The unluckiest people to me, you want to be honest, the unluckiest people to me are the people that suddenly get because they haven't understood detox and they haven't understood what's going on, and they haven't had the cold, the fever, infection to give them a chance to take in charge of their health. They think they're doing fine health-wise, and then it comes all of a sudden, but it's not really all of a sudden. It's been building within their body, but the body doesn't show the signs that it's building up toxicity. That's the unlucky people in life, and it does happen a lot. Yeah, Jamie, mate, that's good. That's good to have a cold and to go quickly. You know, I'd rather people like us have colds than not, and end up with major issues that are lifelong and even shortening of our lives, you know, in the future. Very scary when you think about this. Yup. Yeah, Cleo, man. You know, the thing with diseases is very simple. It's Pasteur versus Béchamp. Pasteur said it's bacteria we need to worry about, and Béchamp said it was the terrain, and I believe Béchamp is correct. When you are healthy and your terrain is clean, these bacteria from other people can't fucking affect you. Impossible. Impossible. You're too powerful, your immune system's working fine, you're too clean, you're too healthy. The bacteria and viruses can't thrive in your body, so they'll come in, get attacked, and gone. Unhealthy people, no. They'll get attacked and get the diseases. And then, yeah. Karame, is that true? Yeah. Crazy. Well, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Suddenly, people dying. It's not really suddenly at all. It's a build-up of toxicity because they never bothered to took the time to understand what was going on with their body. They never took the time to study health. They never took the time to work on health. And even if they did take the time, they never worked on the most powerful therapies. Maybe in their minds, they probably did a little bit of exercise and thought that's enough. A little bit of exercise? That's all the mainstream thinks is good for them. And maybe upping their vegetable content. Yeah, no, that's not enough. You need to do powerful health protocols on an almost daily basis to be healthy. That does include exercise. It includes fasting, grounding, urine therapy, distilled water, drinking the right water, stopping taking cigarettes, stop drinking alcohol as much as possible, caffeine, get rid of it, get rid of soft drinks, intermittent fasting, all these kind of things they should be doing. Yeah, that's really sad. It really is. But it's coming, and it happens to a lot of people. And that's why this book is amazing. You guys have to read it. And just remember, it's time secret. There's so much information in it. 500-page book. It's ridiculous. It's a gold mine, and I resonate with pretty much all the information in it. 99% of it, and it's a good one actually. Maybe it's too far for the normal people, our unhealthy friends and family. Maybe it's too much to give it to them. Probably is, right? But I guess it's be planting a seed or not. But all we can do is focus on ourselves and be good examples, and that's all we can do really. We can't force other people. I just want you to make you aware that do not think for a second someone is healthy because they tell you they're healthy and they never had problems, and you know that their lifestyle is not one of health, you know they're eating garbage, you know they're not looking after their body, that will catch up with them. We probably don't want it to catch up with them, but it will catch up with them. That is the law of cause and effect. If you don't look after your body, you'll get ill. If you do look after your body, you won't. Simple as that. It will catch up with you. It really will. Karen, it's Andreas Moritz, which I'm sure you guys have heard. Timeless Secrets of Health and Rejuvenation. It's a bit expensive, this book, but it's 500 pages long. It's like A5. It's even bigger than A4 pages. But oh man, this is one of my favourite books of all time in the health. I read a lot of books, but this one I'm going to reread. There's a lot of information there that it's too much to take in one go. So I'm every time I read it, I always focus on something new, because I've also developed, as I see different things in books that I didn't see before as I'm growing in my health knowledge. So it is really important. Karen, it's called Timeless Secrets of Health and Rejuvenation by Andreas Moritz. I'll be doing a post on it tonight, and the next few weeks I'm going to do loads of posts on. I've already written up loads of posts to put on Facebook of just Andreas Moritz, this book, because I want more people to buy it. So if I keep putting the quotes on it, good ones, like the one I read out to you, hopefully people will buy it, and you know, it's got loads on there, and health protocols, very powerful. He even recommends urine therapy, urine enemas. And he knows about, Andrew Moritz knows about autoimmune. He knew, because he's dead, possibly murdered. He died. He's only like 40 or something, so I think he was murdered. Although, who knows? But it does make sense, because this guy was fucking smart as fuck. He wasn't even about physical health. He very good at physical health stuff, but it's good about emotional health there as well. How the power of your mind, so not just physical health, amazing stuff, but the power of your belief systems to affect your health as well. This is important as well, not just physical health, both physical and emotional. This guy had it all. Okay, I'll write it down at the end of the comments. Okay guys, so remember, stay healthy, and remember that the body is always trying to protect you and return you to homeostasis, always, but you must help it, and you must start getting to these layers, start thinking about pulling out deeper layers of toxicity. Even I've got them from childhood, deeper layers of toxicity. It's never ending detox, it's not a one-off thing. There's always levels of mucus and toxins that we need to remove. Levels. We're playing at a very high level of health compared to the masses, but there's always more levels of mucus and toxins that need to come out from childhood now. You know, whereas the adults of the matrix, they've got so many problems and so many issues, and they haven't even begun to tap out these toxins. I'm right now. I'm my best version of myself and removing those deep layers of toxicity as much as possible. How are you doing? You got good knowledge too. You should write a book, maybe Andreas Moritz, like an Andreas, 500 pages. I'd read your book. You know, certain people I'd love to write, but I love to read their books because it's condensed wisdom in a book. I love it. That's why I'm going to write some more. I love condensed wisdom. You know, you have to think your best thoughts to write a book down. So I'd love to read it if you guys wrote a book on health or whatever topic you want to talk about health, like it's just one thing or not. So. All right. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining me on this Friday night in the UK, and check out, if you haven't got already, Andreas Moritz, Timeless Secrets of Health Rejuvenation. Brilliant book, a brilliant man, and we honour this guy who's probably fucking murdered. We honour him by the big pharma. We honour him by being healthy and buying his book and doing the protocols that he talks and understanding his philosophy, because this guy was a genius, one of my favourite people in the health community. He really is. Reading his book, a lot of respect, and I resonate with a lot of his information. Some people just a little bit. This guy, I resonate with like 100%, pretty much, all of his stuff he writes in his book. I can tell from the way he writes, he's a man of deep wisdom, and he deeply cared about humanity, and he's right. He's right. I love the fact that before he died, he got to write this this amazing book. So, yeah, man, we should start honouring his soul and rewatching his videos. A bit like Charlotte Gerson, who died recently, who was a beautiful lady. I don't know how old she was when she died. She was 90s. She was old. She's another one, a legend. But we should start honouring by carrying on doing what we're doing. That's how we honour people, by being the best versions of ourselves, the healthiest versions of ourselves. Keep spreading our information on Facebook, building communities, and talking to each other about health, and learning from each other, and encouraging each other. That's huge. Encourage people on Facebook, you know, engage with them, and encourage. because we're all different levels. We all want to get better healthy, and it's important. So, all right, peace and love. Take it easy and enjoy your Friday, whatever's up.